football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on last year's national champions, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Underway with the opening kickoff. And he's not going to take the touchback. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska has had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield?
Dropping back, it's Woodside. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab, past the marker. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
He'll do it himself. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
I think receivers really separate themselves with body control to be able to hang in the air but stay in bounds and keep that foot on the ground. Unbelievable job catching the football and staying in bounds near the sidelines.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Now, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Using the quick game. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to...
He's going for the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. He marched 78 yards down the field. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Finds a man on the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warwick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think a swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag, that could take it to the house, make big plays.
Back to throw, it's Hicks. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Forced out of the pocket. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But, maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about this.
The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll run play action. Extending the play. To the 10. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. A first down run in the red zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So first down here as they go back to work. Power football with the run. Got the first down and more. There he goes. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front.
There he goes! They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take a
touchdown, Husker! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Florida State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Shoots it to the left. Oh, it's picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the top, and he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Nebraska. With a lot of time left, there's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so pure.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Dropping back, it's Hicks. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. It's complete to the right. Still running at the 40. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. And the Noles come to the line in the hurry-up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
It's complete. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. This offense has been money on fourth down here in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he was just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Off play action. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical third down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this first down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a completely different feel. So this just feels like a massive moment in this game.
Touchdown Seminoles! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he's going to bring this one out. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They go to the ground. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. And the Huskers in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Dropping back, it's Woodside. Makes the grab on the left. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Cornhuskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to fire. He's going to throw deep right side. Got it in stride inside the 20.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Pocket breaking down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. The play action fake. Moving. Keeping the eyes downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Zings it complete to the right. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Right on the money. And they'll mark him down after making that grab, and that's one way to start digging out of that hole, but they are still short of the first down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to pass, it's Woodside. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last one.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's going to run it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, going to the air. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Here comes the heat. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Moving out of the pocket. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and goal, they'll throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown, Huskers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Back to throw, it's Hicks. Got his man on the right. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Huskers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And the Seminoles are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Throws to the tight end. It's caught.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Wants to throw again. Quarterback adapting. He turns it loose to the left. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Thrust that arm out. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Makes a catch, first down, and maybe a lot more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Looking for space to the left. Fighting off the defender. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Utah State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Huskers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands.
Turning it on! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. To the air, it's Woodside. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You cannot get any more wide open than that. He had his receiver open, throws the ball. You think, we're walking in for 6, and he drops it right in his hands. Yeah, those are killers. So hard to make big plays. Man, you can't give those up.
That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll run it on first and goal. Touchdown, Nebraska! And the beatdown has ensued.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Working that left side now. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Seminoles headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Man, that's how you finish plays. That is absolutely beautiful by this defense. Way to play physical, not give up those extra yards to give up that first down.
Buys a little time with his feet. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Got a little space. Breaks into the open.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there, incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
The Noles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Fires to the big fella. Powers through the defender. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. He'll pull it down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws toward the end zone. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Here we go. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Handoff to the lone back. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Cornhuskers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to the ground with the running back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down.
But how about that? This offense now 4 for 4 in this game on 4th down conversions.
The entire field, the entire drive is 4-down territory.
This offense, man, they just believe that they're going to get it done. And that really stems from the coaching staff instilling in them that they've got confidence in their guys to go out and execute.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They're working that left side. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
The Huskers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook. So let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop you. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it. The defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Back to pass, it's Hicks. He's got him. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Firing to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Florida State. Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Western Michigan is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 27 to Cincinnati. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
You can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the 4th quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well, so this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Looking downfield, it's Woodside. Quickly complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Can't make the connection, the pressure there caused the missed timing.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Cornhuskers will punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. And here comes the punt team. Oh, they're trying to trick him. It's a fake. And he makes the catch. Now can he get to the sticks?
Man, everybody loves a fake punt until it doesn't work. And how about the defense? Great job being aware, not falling asleep. That's what happens. A lot of times you fall asleep, you give up a big play, give up the first down. They were dialed in, they were ready, and they stopped the guy just short of the first down.
This offense has it with really good field position. Going right to work up top. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Poor starting field position here for this offense. Looking for a man, it's Woodside. He lost one down the sideline. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a lead. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week.